Hello everybody and welcome to another review. Today we have Galvatron. Now when you first get the figure in hand, he feels amazing. There's just a certain feel to him that I can't really explain. The plastic is just perfectly made. I haven't experienced a single loose joint. And he doesn't really even have a backpack. He's really solid right out of the packaging. And one thing you do notice real quick is how he looks like he can transform, which is a really nice benefit considering that he actually can transform into a very good alt mode. Now for the robot mode. The painting is, it's something. He doesn't really have that much paint on him. I'm pretty sure this logo is painted. The legs here are painted, I think. And yeah, that's about it as far as paint goes. And yeah, the wheels here are painted. So yeah, not a lot of paint. But the plastic color matching is done really nicely. Like you probably can tell they are different shades, but like at first glance, no, you wouldn't notice. And the figure, if we put him next to here, the G1 counterpart, which he is based off, it's very accurate. And for those who are wondering, this is the Kingdom version and not the Studio Series 86 version. Which the Studio Series 86 version just has a better shade of purple. So yeah, that's the robot mode down. Now onto accessories. He is packing this very massive cannon. It's about the size of my hand actually, so you can see here it's a really big cannon and can store into either of these pegs just like that, and it's massive, or like this. Now on the instruction it says to put it on the upper arm, but I prefer to put it on the lower arm because it's more accurate there. Now the cannon is made with translucent plastic, which I don't think it's gonna break over time, but it's so thick it wouldn't break. The only thing that could break is maybe the peg here, because it is on pegs for the transformation, so that could probably break someday, but I'm not too worried. It's pretty thick plastic. Then he also comes with these two shotguns, which is just there to higher the price because it's a leader class, but it's whatever. So I'm pretty sure they are shotguns. He never used them. It looks great. And for weapon storage, they can store here. Yep, like that, and you can put them both. But it's not accurate, so I'm gonna kick them off there. Now, while editing, I realized that the cannons can actually fold or combine like this. So yeah. Also, one thing I noticed is that the guns look like the ship Revenge that he used in the 86 movie. Just take a look. Here's the bridge kinda, and here's the under circle part, and the side missiles here. So yeah, it's based off the ship Revenge and turned into guns. Really cool. Now, yeah, I've just put the render of it on screen. Just see. It's accurate. I think Hasbro knew what they were doing with this. Now for the articulation. He is very well articulated. So to start off with, the head is on a very expressive ball joint. Not very, it can look up, look down, as well as tilt side to side and spin 360. The arms can go all the way up. I don't know where you need it, but okay. And as well they can spin. The arms or the elbows are on a double hinge. So it's because of transformation, but it is whatever. And he has a wrist joint. And also a wrist bend. Kinda you can get him into. You can get him a wristband like this. So now he kinda has a little wristband because of transformation too. And these threads can unpeg to give him a bicep joint. Very, very nice arm articulation. And that applies for the other arm. Now he is also packing a waist joint. But because of this piece right here, it can't turn all the way, which is unfortunate. But it's not that big of a deal. Now the legs can kick out that far, they can kick to the side that far, as well as back. And he is packing a knee joint that goes right under 90 degrees, I would say. It's not 90 degrees, it's a bit under, and as well as ankle pivot. Yep, they can't go forward or backward, but he does have ankle pivot. So articulation, yep, very good. And I can actually get him into a pose now just to show you. It's a very easily posed figure, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically a lot of articulation joints, which is good considering it is a leader class price point. So there you have him in a little pose. Now on to size comparisons. So just straighten him out. Here is Galvatron next to a deluxe class. So you can see, I think it's pretty scale accurate because like it's a leader class, so it's supposed to be bigger than a deluxe, and a deluxe is a normal size Transformers. Voyagers are like the boss, and then these are like leaders, exactly as stated in their price point. So scaling wise, I think he scales well with the deluxe. And with a Voyager, here is 102 Optimus Prime. So yeah, scaled next to a Voyager, maybe a little tall. He could be a little taller height wise. But yeah, I think it's pretty good actually. You're paying what now, $50? Or is that a Voyager class? I don't know, but you're paying a lot of money. So you expect a big toy, and he is a big toy. Now for transformation, you just remove his gun here from the arm, boop, and you take off the peg. Then you fold in the wrists or the hands, like so, straighten them out. And then you see these pegs here and the holes there, so they are just gonna slot in there really nicely like that, and fold the threads down and bang. Now just do the same for the other arm like that. Then you wanna tear down his arms. Get the backpack out of the way. Open that up. You can see this is really nicely transformed. So then you just put that, bang, and close up the head. Now they actually went as far as detail this inner section. It can't be seen in the vehicle mode nor in the normal mode or robot mode. Yeah. Insane work, Hasbro. You just fold it down. You can see the skirt flap has kind of a hole here, and that goes into here. So you just boop. It doesn't look good for now because the legs are still there. So then you just fold down the backpack or the little back thingy can fold this out of the way. Then you push, put them like this, push the legs back. Then you wanna put these, you wanna untap them and put them in pegs here. That's the peg. It's the same for the other side. And rotate the legs, fold in the ankles, or yeah, then put them in like that. And there's another peg here, which you find when folding this down. You find the second peg there. Now they're connected. So now that you got the legs done, you can see here now the torso connects really nicely there. You just put the arms down, let them lay there. The skirt flaps kind of click in. There's a peg there, or a peg hole, and there's the peg. You kind of just push them into it. Can be a little bit tricky, but you will get it done. And the same for the other arm. You just push them into the skirt flap like that. You can adjust the arms if you want. And bang! Now here's it without the accessories on. I'm gonna lower my camera just to get better shots like this. Now it's just the accessories. You take this, plug it in like that, and bang! You're done. You have Galvatron's tank mode, which is insanely done by Hasbro. Just to consider, that transformation was amazing. Everything just folded in perfectly. And yeah, you're left with this pretty accurate tank mode actually. Especially if you count with that in the original movie. It was so scuffed that robot mode turned into this. So yep, they did an amazing job. The only thing they could have done better is hiding these 5mm ports. But it's whatever, it's still just a toy. It's not a model kit. So yeah. And for weapon storage, it doesn't say it on the box, but you are meant to put the cannon tip bottom right there. Oh, now for some reason this isn't plugging in like that. Yeah, you put this here, and then you have the two shotguns that you put here like so. It's a bit tricky, but you'll eventually get them done. It kind of also adds extra firepower, which is nice. Now you probably already noticed, but I don't have the Matrix of Leadership accessory, which is fine. It's just a cosmetic, but it's still something. So yep, and you probably have your own Matrix of Leadership. So yeah, yeah, you can add the guns here for extra firepower and weapon storage, which is really nice. And I'm just gonna go ahead and remove them because I like it more accurate. Now you're left with a sick looking tank mode. The threads, they don't tab in, which gets annoying, but considering you can't pose it, you're just gonna have it like woo. Yeah, it doesn't deduct a lot of points. The legs here are hollow at the back, which is my biggest complaint. And if you are having trouble with him standing, you can always push down these. It's not as accurate, I'm pretty sure, but you can always fold down these for extra stability. So yeah. Now the details are just the same as in the robot mode. And yeah, there's just something with wiggle mode. There's not a lot to talk about. The thing is, everything also aligns pretty well. Like here, the arms align into this. The proportions are really good. The only thing is the underside also. I don't like how this torso just gets slapped on the underside. Yep, that's something Oh, and here's hollow spaces for the robot mode. So, yep. But otherwise, it is a really nice figure. And since there's so many 5mm ports, he is very modifiable, if that is even a word. You can, for example, put the guns there and now he can fire lower. Yeah, that's really cool. And yep, for size comparisons, here is the same wave Cyclonus, which is a Voyager class. You can see he just pretty much, I don't know, bends over and transforms, so that's why he looks so big. But this compacts in its vehicle mode. And then we have another leader class in Ultra Magnus. This is the leader class Ultra Magnus, if it can even fit in the camera. And then here's this. It's kind of funny how they're the same length because of the cannon. But yeah, so you can see him next to another leader class. I can probably remove it. Oh no, I'm not gonna remove that. So yeah, his robot mode or vehicle modes are actually sized well. Well done, Hasbro. You pat yourself on the back. If we put those to the side, we can take our final thoughts about this figure. Now, the robot mode was amazing. I feel like the only things they could have done better was probably a better paint, like a better paint job. They could have painted it more. And the hollow spaces with the arms and hands. And the vehicle mode. No vehicle mode is pretty much perfect, but yep, it compacts well. The hollow spaces here is annoying at best. And the 5mm ports look awful but are good. So yeah, vehicle mode solid and robot mode great. So final thoughts, rating 1 to 10. Is he a W or L? I think he's definitely a W. That's a normal V. But he's a W. Definitely a W. And yeah, for my rating 1 to 10, it would be a 9. I highly recommend you pick up this figure. Or even the 86 version. Now that's enough for me. See you later and bye bye.